Good morning, 8th grade. So whether you started up front or you're starting in the back, you are going to be watching this video today. And you need to start by going to the questions at the end of the excerpt. Because what we're going to be doing today is breaking down what these questions are asking and thinking about where we're going to go in the passage to answer them to the best of our abilities. So if you've already read the passage and annotated the passage, you could be thinking about specific places. If you have not read the passage yet, then just be thinking about what clues the questions might give you, or whether you need to be looking at an entire passage to get these answers. So our first question is, which statement provides an objective summary of the passage? So we're looking for an objective summary. What is an objective summary? An objective summary is the main or most important events in a passage or in a story, but it does not include the reader's opinion or any opinion at all. So it doesn't talk about a character, it doesn't describe a character in any specific way unless it says so in the passage. It doesn't call a character fearful or foolish or angry unless it specifically says that in the passage, because that's the person's opinion reading. So when we're looking for an objective summary, we're going to need to look at the entire passage. In order to think about an objective summary, if you take a look, oftentimes you're going to be looking for probably around 3 to 4 details in the summary. So once again, we're going to need to be looking at the entire passage for an objective summary. So that's our location. When we look at our part B, this is a little bit different. This says select 3 details that are most relevant to providing an objective summary of the passage. And as I'm annotating these questions, you should be annotating the questions on your worksheet as well. So most relevant means like most important or most connected to providing an objective summary. So if you look, these are not direct quotes. Usually in a part B, we have quotes coming from the passage. These are not direct quotes. These are sort of summary quotes. So these are things that happen in the passage. The next question says, which statement best reflects a theme of the excerpt? As we know, a theme is a message, moral, lesson. What we learn from reading this passage, what the protagonist learns from experiencing whatever happens in the passage. And a lot of times we can find these in the beginning or the end of a passage. So those are 2 places that you could focus after you've read, or if you've already read, go back to our first couple paragraphs or our last couple paragraphs. Now here we have details directly from the passage. So these are direct quotes that we're looking to connect. So remember that once you've chosen an answer here, you need to be looking to find the evidence that directly connects to that answer. The same goes for our question here. Once you choose an objective summary, each of these 3 details should connect to the parts of that summary. Now we have a prompt breakdown that we're going to practice today. If you have not read the passage yet, then that's okay. You can still start breaking down the prompt. And then when we get up front, you can be thinking about this while you're reading. You have read a passage on a woman making a decision. Consider how the main character reacts to incidents that occur. Write an essay in which you analyze how the character's thoughts and actions reveal aspects of her personality. Be sure to include evidence from the text to support your ideas. So, annotating our prompt, we need to circle our action words and underline our ELA terms. I'm going to bold my action words. Things like consider, how the main character reacts to incidents that occur. Write an essay in which you analyze how the character's thoughts and actions reveal aspects of her personality. So those are my include evidence from the text that supports your ideas. Those are all of my action words. Then my ELA words, my main character reacts to incidents. An incident is just an event. It's just something that happens, that occur. Write an essay in which you analyze how the character's thoughts and actions reveal aspects of her personality. So personality is who our character is. Are they kind? Are they smart? Are they thoughtful? So now, what is it that we're going to address in our essay? What are the questions that we need to answer? Starting with my first action word, consider how the main character reacts to incidents that occur. So my question would be, how does the main character react to incidents? I'm going to write or events, because that's the same thing, in the passage. Now, a reaction means what do they do in response? So how does this main character respond to things that happen to her? My next bold, write an essay in which you analyze, identify, and explain how the character's thoughts and actions reveal aspects of her personality. I'm going to break that into two questions. What do the character's thoughts reveal about her personality? And what do the character's actions reveal about her personality? So something that's really important here is that if I'm looking for the character's thoughts revealing something about her personality, I need to choose evidence that is a thought. If I'm looking for what do the character's actions reveal about her personality, then I need to look for a character action when I'm looking for evidence. And when I'm talking about personality, that means I have to decide who is this character. So I want you to take a second to put this prompt in your own words. What is this prompt asking you to find out? What are the most important things that you need to answer in this prompt? Now, when we look at our second stop and jot, I want you to actually answer each of these questions if you've already read the passage. If you haven't, this is something we'll come back to. So for question number 1, you're answering, how does the main character react to incidents or events in the passage? So you need to think about a specific incident or event and show me how she reacts to it. Then you need to find a place where she has a thought that reveals something about her personality, and then an action that reveals something about her personality, and answer those for 2 and 3. Great. Once you've done those stop and jots, you can start with your introduction paragraph. Now, if you haven't read the passage yet, you can still work on your introduction paragraph. We know that an introduction includes our title and author, which we have an excerpt from Saffron Dreams, that's our title, by Shayla Abdullah, that's our author. And then you're using the prompt to answer your introduction. So in Saffron Dreams by Shayla Abdullah, what is happening? What does the main character do, and what will this essay do? This is setting your reader up to understand what you're talking about in your essay. Now, if you've already read and you're in the second group, you should be answering your multiple choice and you can get started writing your essay. If you're in the first video group, you'll be coming up and we'll be working on this together. Good luck.